Let me enter into today's satsang, today's subject. Today's subject is achieving high performance in every area of life. If I have to give basic qualification you need for living enlightenment, please understand, I am giving you a basic one-line qualification to live enlightenment. Be a high achiever, that's all. Whether in your body or mind or soul or consciousness, in any line, be a high achiever. A simple, innocent, flowing high achiever. I don't mean being high achiever by swindling others, no. By putting others down, no. By grabbing others' wealth, no. Not by looting. Be a high achiever in anything you do. If you are sweeping the floor, be high achiever in that line. If you are just making garlands with flower, be high achiever in that line. Be a high achiever in anything you do. Having tremendous curiosity, life. Last week, we were having samyama with ashramites. Every Sunday, I conduct some samyama with ashramites, or sometimes just puja. Some session goes on every Sunday with ashramites. And last Sunday, I just picked up making the energy bead jewelry. I sat and maybe in half an hour, I myself made some 10 bead garland, Rudraksha, at least you can make it as a bracelet, and some 10-20 individual beads with a wire knot. You may think, what is there in this? See, when I picked up that job, I decided to be a high achiever in that job. There is no such a thing as mundane or sacred. Please understand. There is no such difference between life and religiousness. An attitude of high achiever is religiousness. The juice of my life is attitude of high achiever. Understand? Be a high achiever in any line you pick up. Think extraordinarily so that you can be in a space of no thinking. Understand? No thinking does not happen for the fellows who try to be in dullness or dumbness. No. No thinking happens only to the people who think extraordinarily. Thinking is like a water. It has to disappear by becoming steam, not by becoming ice. Always these ordinary fools, they think the thinking should lose the water quality by becoming ice, means dull, dumb, cold. No. It has to disappear by becoming steam, means high, extraordinary thinking. Awaken all dimensions of your life. Today I have few step-by-step instructions for becoming high achiever, to be high achiever? What stops you from living fully? I can say simple reason. What stops you from living fully? Nothing but simple laziness. You don't want, that's all, nothing else. Living fully, oh no, it's okay. Feels too much. What for? You sold your life to your boss. Don't be foolish. You always think, why should I work so much? Why should I think so much? What my boss pays to me, for that this much is more than enough. Don't be foolish. Your life is not just a bargain, or your life is not just given to your boss. Your boss may pay 10,000 rupee and you think, oh, 10,000 rupee worth, if I am productive, that's enough, my life is done. Don't you understand the foolishness in which you are caught? Just because your boss pays only 10,000 rupee, you stop your life worth of 10,000 rupee. Stop this nonsense. That is why I am saying, make your whole life as a non-profit. If you think your whole life as a non-profit, you know the profit which comes is not for the product you deliver, just to sustain your day-to-day expense. This is what I call having the attitude of karmanye vadikaraste mabaleshu kadachanaha. Do your duty, don't expect result. This sutra was always misinterpreted like a work, don't ask for money, salary. No. Work intensely, but understand what comes is not equivalent to what you are delivering. It is just to run your basic things. See, money is kind of a one system of the social mechanism. For example, there is a car. The car can run by petrol or gas, now even solar energy. Money is like a one system, one fuel. But unfortunately, if you are stuck with that one fuel and bargain your whole life, trade your whole life for that one fuel, you are a fool. So don't stop delivering. Don't stop thinking extraordinarily. Don't curtail. Don't snub. Don't abuse your creativity and your intense energy expressing by the bargaining or the hatred towards the people who does not repay you more. I am telling you, this is one of the important mental setup to create wealth. Please understand. Very, very, very important mental setup to create wealth is understand what you deliver to the world is not what you get in return from the world. In return, what you get is very little. But just because of that, don't create hatred towards the people who pay you back. The paying back can be so many ways. Your boss giving you salary, or your wife giving you the love back, or your kids giving you the love back. I am talking in all angles. If you have the hatred towards the guy who pay you back, For example, if you have the hatred towards the boss who is paying you, you will think, this fellow is paying me only 1 lakh rupee per month. Why should I work more than 3 hours? This 3 hour is paying him enough. This 3 hour, I am making him 10 lakh. So he pays me 1 lakh. Forget about it. I am not interested in doing anymore. You are not cheating your boss. You are curtailing. You are destroying. You are abusing your expression. Same way, if you have the hatred towards your spouse, oh, she gives me only this much love and attention. Why should I do so much for her? Relax. For that trade, this much is enough. He gives me only this much of time and attention. Why should I do so much for him? It's okay. For this bargain, this small, 10 minutes smiling at him and 1 meal is enough for him. Let him eat the other meal in the hotel. Let him wash his clothes by himself. Because of this, you are curtailing your energy flow. Anywhere when you create hatred towards the paying back mechanism, when I say paying back mechanism, I mean anything you receive from society, anything you receive from outside towards you. When you have the hatred towards all those mechanisms, finally you are going to destroy yourself. You are going to snub yourself. You are going to abuse yourself. Understand, I am telling you from my life. Not only many people to whom I gave so much of healing, love and respect, everything, not only they have not reciprocated in right angle, they have given negativity towards me. They vomited poison. But it did not stop my creativity. I did not stop my sangha. Or I did not stop creating this sangha or inspiring thousands and thousands of people to live enlightenment. Now I have become more rigorous and vigorous. All my energy is now expressing more intensely. All the old devotees who are continuing to be with us now, you all know, after this rumor and scandals, now my very expression has become totally different and intense. Whether the words I utter, or the energy I express, or these extraordinary miracles I am expressing, do not equate what you receive and what you give. If you are equating, you are going to destroy your expression. The manager pays you back 1 lakh, it is just one side effect to run your life. Because when you go to the petrol bunk, he will ask for money. For that you need that money. Let it be there in the bank. When you go to a mall, they will ask for money. Let it be there for the bank. For that. So money is just one dimension to run the life smoothly, like a lubricant. Like a lubrication. But the moment you carry hatred towards the people, anger towards the people who pay you back, even the love or the money, you will curtail your expression of high achieving. Any ordinary man in my place would have shut down the whole shop, closed and said, bye, enough of all this enlightenment, spirituality and everything. How much good I do to people, they only vomit poison on me. He would have packed up, either gone to Himalayas or shut himself from the society. If he is working for in return, I wanted all to understand who were talking, all who were spreading rumors and talking that I was working for money. I want them to understand, if I had the psychology of working for some return, I would have closed, shut down my shop long before. For the abusal I got in return from the society, from the human beings for whom I shared everything, my whole life. So understand, I learned the secret lesson from the young age. your creativity, your uniqueness, your productivity, your offering to the globe, to the universe, can no way be equated to what is being returned to you. What comes back is a small thing. But unfortunately, when you develop hatred towards what comes back, thinking, oh, it is too little, too small, why should I? Then you stop living. You stop living. I tell you, in every dimension. I have seen some people who will go around that Ganesha temple, the street corner Ganesha temple 3 times and ask for 10 lakh in the lottery. If they don't get, the next day onwards, no Ganesha temple. They will change it to some other temple. What a foolish life. I tell you, when you have too much expectation and anger even towards God, you stop flowing. No, please understand, gratitude, devotion is a strong, straight, immediate path for enlightenment. Don't believe, don't trust these intellectual guys and miss the feeling connection with your master. I am telling you. I am not saying you should feel connected with me. No, I am not interested in stealing disciples. No, I am very clear. I am not into that business. All I am saying is, be strongly connected to your master with whom you had a click. Devotion, gratitude is a strong path. When you have hatred even towards your guru or God, having some high expectation and feeling that you are not getting in return, you stop flowing. You don't understand that feeling of flowing. What a great gift. The intellectual idiots who can't flow, who don't know the taste of flowing, do not know the very flowing is life. It's like a born blind fellow can never understand what he is missing. Same way the fellow who can't flow can never understand what he is missing. Devotion even towards your boss. Please understand, I am not using the word obedience or respect. I am saying devotion. Have devotion towards your boss, even if he pays you little and completely sucks your blood. This word, he pays me only very little and sucking my blood and all, is the word you created in your life. Don't allow that. Have devotion. Have devotion to your boss. Have devotion to your workplace. Have devotion to your work and decide what I get in return cannot equate what I offer. So I am not going to calculate. I am just going to explode in creativity. I am going to explode in life. I am going to break into life. I am not going to hold on. I am not going to snub myself. I am not going to curtail my overflow of intelligence. I am not going to stop my life flow. I am telling you, next 1 year, take a sankalpa. My life is going to be non-profit. Means it's not that I am not going to receive salary. I am going to receive salary, I am going to run my life, but I am going to work with the attitude of non-profit. I'll explode in all directions. Be creative in all directions. How much ever I can, I'll contribute to my company or to the place I am working. Same way, in the emotion and love and attention to all the people who are around me, I am not going to bother how they reciprocate. I am going to show. Same way to God, I am not going to be bothered whether He gives me levitation or whether He gives me vibhuti or whether He gives me my boons, what I asked, whether He gives me healing. No, I am going to shower my love and devotion to my Guru, to my God. In every attitude of life, strongly decide, I am going to be non-profit. Please understand. Even with God and Guru, people are having the for-profit dealings. Break it. Break. Next 1 year, all my dealings will be non-profit. When I say non-profit, I am not saying don't take salary or don't receive the love from your spouse or don't receive love from your family. No, I am not saying that. Don't make all your action based on that return. Don't have the mental setup of constantly calculating. These idiots go on having a calculator in their hand. Oh, my wife smiled at me 2 times, so I'll return 2 times. He worked for me 2 meal, so I'll return 2 meal. Equivalent service to him. Small story. One guy, little dirty, but it's okay. People, any truth told with a little dirty story is always remembered by people because of that story. No, really. If the story is very straight, clean, people don't remember the truth told through the story. But if the story is little, then people remember the truth completely. One guy picks up a girl late night and drives into some deep woods. Everything happens. After that, suddenly she says, give me $100. This is my profession. This fellow was shocked. Then he said, all right, give me $100. I am a taxi driver. I'll leave you back where I brought you. So the whole thing is just business. He gives something, you give something. She gives something, you give something. Look in your life also. Many of you guys are taxi drivers and dash. Now look in. We are running our life in this angle. I am not just joking. I am telling you the truth. So, decide next 1 year. My life is non-profit. You will see you are living fully and intensely. Deliver. Go on delivering. Achieve. Go on achieving. Know very clearly you are going to deliver 10 crore, but you are going to get only 10,000. Nothing wrong. Deliver. The ability to breathe fully will happen in you. We are all planning to go to Kailash. So one of our devotee doctor, he told me, Swamiji, all of you should start walking every day, at least 5 hours, and you should use some hypoxy mask. Means if you use that mask, your lungs capacity will develop It actually, that mass creates almost the same oxygen level and the atmosphere of Kailash, the hill station, the high altitude. So your lungs capacity will increase, you will not have any suffering when you go there, your body will adjust, you will not fall into samadhi. I was thinking, just like hypoxia mask prepares your body for high altitude, living a non-profit life for 1 year prepares your life, few, to enter into the life. I sincerely recommend all our youth, our devotees, disciples, youth, before entering into your job, after the education, before entering into your job or marriage, come and be in our ashram, our organization 1 year. Learn the non-profit way of living so that you become a high achiever. You break that mental setup of calculating, having a packet calculator in your brain. If you are having a packet calculator in your brain, you will live your whole life as a donkey. So Nasruddin goes to the market to sell his donkey. He gives in a very throwaway price. Donkey could have been sold for 500 coins, but he says just 100 coins. A curious buyer, customer comes and asks, why are you giving in such a cheap rate? No, one small problem this donkey has, only if you call strongly it will turn back and attend to your call. This guy said that it's not a big thing. All donkeys respond only if we call strongly. It's okay, I'll buy the donkey. So all the business was over. He gave the $100, 100 coin, and Maulana Nasruddin said, take the donkey. That guy stood and called really strongly in his high pitch voice. But that fellow is not budging. The donkey is not even moving. The guy who bought the donkey caught hold of the Nasruddin. What do you mean? He is not responding even if I call strongly. Nasruddin brought huge iron rod and gave that strong blow, strongest possible, 5 blows to the donkey, and then called him. Then slowly the donkey turned. Nasruddin said, this is what I call strong way of calling. This is what I said, you should call strongly. See? Now he is responding. You learn not to curtail your enthusiasm and creativity, not to snub the bud, not to snub the bud. Of course, bud becomes bird when it blossoms fully. I tell you, at least 1 year, live a non-profit life. You will be awakened to the levels you never thought, you never experienced. Be a high achiever. That is the underline of living enlightenment. I tell you, Vedanta or living enlightenment does not happen to lazy bums. It happens only to high achievers. It happens only to Vivekanandas. Vivekananda is a high achiever. You can't complete, even reading all the complete works he has written in 9 years of his public life. Just 9 years of his public life, what he wrote and spoke, you can't complete it even if you spend your whole life. You can't read and digest and internalize. So much he has delivered just in 9 years of public life. Only 9 years he lived public life. High achievers. Shankara, high achiever. All great masters are high achievers. So be a high achiever. I tell you, awakening your Kundalini is a direct method to be a high achiever. Whether in the plane of creating wealth, or plane of creating health, plane of creating love and relationships, or plane of creating spiritual fulfillment, awakening your Kundalini energy makes you a high achiever. If I have to give vision statement of my whole campus, making people high achievers in all dimension by giving understanding, inspiration, awakening their curiosity, excitement, or by pressure. Every possible available things are used to make people high achiever. Greed, fear, worry, attention, jealousy, ego, discontentment, all 7 are used to make people high achievers. All 7 are used to make people go beyond all these 7. I tell you, a high achiever never suffers with all these. If you have achieved big job and position in US and settled in life with millions of dollars, you don't compare and feel jealous with your brother who is having your village property, sitting on it, and who is not interested in giving you the equal share, one little 10 feet more land he wants. You are not going to have jealous and fight with him. But if you are sitting in the same village and you are not a high achiever, you are going to fight not just for 10 feet, even for 1 feet. If you are sitting in the same village, in his level, what you will do? 10 feet? My whole body can be buried. Why 10 feet? I will not give even 1 feet. Measure properly and put the stone. This is yours, this is mine. But if you are a high achiever, what will you say? What 10 feet? I have the whole property, it's okay. I have enough. I tell you, be a high achiever in the inner space. You will be so graceful to the whole world. Unless you are a high achiever, you will not be graceful. You may try to be charitable, but you will expect 10 feet tall your letter and name board and photograph for the 2000 rupee you give. In the 2000 rupee, 1500 will be spent only to put your flux. Sponsored by. Only high achievers can be graceful. Only high achievers can be out of jealousy, out of worry, out of attention need. I tell you, be a charismatic, juicy guy. Thousands will give you attention. You will not be jealous of getting attention from others. You will not feel, oh, that guy gets attention, not me. Fool. Contribute to people's life. You will have attention. Some fools have tried to get attention by abusing others. When you contribute to people's life, the attention you receive is creative, permanent, useful for you and for them. But any attention you get by abusing will not stay for long. Just see now. I continue to get attention, what to do? Even though they are boiling and burning, that boiling is from the butt to the throat. Everything is boiling. But I continue to sit in the golden throne. Continue to attract attention of millions of people. Because I contribute to people's life. Understand, any attention you receive by contributing to people's life, only that is permanent, eternal, useful. By abusing somebody, any attention you receive is not going to be useful and will not be permanent. That is why so many people tried so much to paint so much of villainy on me and create and project a criminal out of me, but nothing is successful. Still I continue to sit as Sarvalangara Bhushita in the Samsthana Simhasana, and still millions of people are listening to all these great truths, following. Thousands are doing Pada Puja every day. Simple reason is, I have decided I will go on contributing to people's life without bothering about what they give in return. That's all. Be a high achiever. Understand? You made the mood of trading as a shell around your life, like you are caught like a silkworm. Become a butterfly, break that shell and be a high achiever. Fly. Awakening your Kundalini will make you a high achiever. Yen Kriya is a direct process, direct method to awaken your Kundalini energy, your Kundalini Shakti. Please understand, Yen Kriya is a direct method to awaken your Kundalini Shakti, to make you a high achiever.